Okay. Everybody who's hosting?
Jenny is.
All right,
Okay,
ready,
I'm sorry. I'm
set,
getting there.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hold on. I don't see it.
Let Jenny call when she's ready.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Twin Sister, a podcast about 4 very different women who just happen to be sisters. We are on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify as Twin Sister, and you can tweet us your questions at Twin Sister Pod with the hashtag TSTS and hashtag Twin Sister, or you can email us at twinsister@gmail.com. Feel free to leave us a review on Apple Podcasts because it really helps other listeners find us. And you can subscribe to us on all those platforms. We love for you to subscribe. So let's go around and everyone say their name. I am Jenny, the host of this particular episode.
I'm Amy. I am her twin sister.
What? Oh,
I'm Angela. I am one of the sisters.
I'm Amanda. I'm the last and best. Yeah.
Nobody said that.
I did. Said it out loud.
What are we talking about today, Jenny?
Well, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, which is
boy.
goals, and more
Strap in.
specifically, goals for this year, which is 2020. It's a big year, guys. It's the first year of a new decade.
Oh, have you heard the
get
arguments?
excited.
Have you
Ooh,
heard
I
the
wanna hear.
arguments that it
Yes.
is not a new decade?
Why?
Oh, I see. Because 2021 is the new decade.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
is
like
the
what
1920s,
matters.
though. Or sorry, it is the 20. I
Cool.
legit told someone today. I said something about, oh my gosh, guys, get ready because next month is going to be like February is going to be brutal. They're like, Jenny, we're already in February. I'm like, man, have you seen those memes about January? Like, man, January was a rough year, guys, but we made it.
Yeah.
It just goes on forever.
I heard, well, dry January was good while it lasted.
I heard another one. It was like 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for January that has 996 or something like that. Same
Man,
joke,
people are
different
taking it
different
hard.
execution. I don't know.
Tell me some
Yeah,
names.
January seemed to have gone on forever, but now we're in 2020, arguably the last year of a decade or the first year of a new one, just depending on how you want to look at it. And we're going to talk about goals. So one thing we know about goals is you're 30% more likely to do them if you tell someone. So we're going to tell each other and the entire podverse what our goals for
Did you
2020
make
are.
up that statistic?
I found it on the internet.
I heard you are 40% more likely to reach them if you write them down. So the fact that we wrote them down and we're saying them out loud, does that mean
We
we're
better gosh darn
70%
do
more
them.
likely?
I don't think it's additive, but yeah. It's some type
Any
of
of that's
cumulative.
real, as long as we're saying what we believe.
So who's going first?
Amy, you're going first because you asked.
No, I don't want to
Wait.
go first.
Oh,
I'll go first.
Angela's going first.
All right, but Amanda can't cough through mine.
I'm recovering from a very bad cold.
Then
Coronavirus.
mute yourself.
Coronavirus. It's not your turn. One of the reasons I'm glad to be living in South America. Okay.
The
so-
coronavirus?
Yeah, it hasn't hit the Southern Hemisphere yet.
Oh, woo woo.
Whoop. Go Southern Cone. Okay. So my goals for 2020. So we left off
Oh boy.
on the overview.
Yes. Let's have all of the backstory and context, please, because
Everyone open your
what you
books
say
page.
no, will not take much time.
So we left off on me finding my career path in 2019 and how I
Nice.
spent the entire year going after international human rights attorney status and it not going as well as I thought. However, throughout that year, I was also continuing to make YouTube videos, which I was very adamant was going to continue to be my side gig. It was not going to be my main gig. And I think that was a combination of I didn't 100% know how into it I was, and two, I felt very attached to the idea of being a practicing attorney and not being a non-practicing attorney. But towards the end of the year, I realized a couple of things. One, that I was actually investing money in growing my channel because I had bought a course on YouTube videos, and I bought another course on creating a website. And then the other thing that I realized was that I was really, really loving people's comments and questions, and I would spend like 4 to 5 to 6 paragraphs answering people's questions
On
online.
YouTube.
Not
On
nude.
YouTube.
Oh, they loved you.
Yeah, but I had so much fun. That's just my jam. Like I love that so much. And so I wound up realizing that I was enjoying myself way more than I expected to or realized I was. And I also could tell that I was taking it seriously because I was investing money in it. And so at the very end of 2019, I decided to go all in, double down, all of the cards and gambling references to create my very own career coaching business online. So that is
Sweet.
what I have done.
Golf
Snaps.
clap.
That's
a
by
big
the-
deal.
Golf
It's
snaps.
a big
Also,
deal.
Angela, I told someone at work about you today because I saw that you had hit 5,000 subscribers, and then he
You hit it.
well, yeah, and then he goes, well, now she'll have 5,001, and he's got a YouTube channel
Oh,
called
cool.
Johnny Two Cellos because his last name is Piricello, like Paracello, so it's Johnny Two Cellos. So if you want to give him a follow,
What does he do? Yeah.
he reviews and does editorial kind of commentary, but kind of analyzes animated shows, not just cartoons.
He
Or
doesn't
what people
play
would
the
call
cello?
cartoons. But
I know, that's what I definitely thought too.
Also,
What?
what
letdown.
what are animated shows that are not cartoons?
No, they are, but it's not like just for kids. Like BoJack
Okay.
Horseman is a big one. Or South
Oh
Park.
yeah, Max is a big
Okay.
Or you would call them more animated than, I don't know. I guess you would consider them cartoons. But
I would consider them cartoons. I was
No,
very
they're
Adult
adult
cartoons.
animations or adult cartoons.
yeah,
They're adult
Here, let
cartoons,
me
but they are
tell you
still
something
cartoons.
about
Okay.
adult cartoons.
Sure.
I hate them all. Every single last one of them. They are all
Boy, do I have a YouTube channel that's
horrible.
not for you.
They
It's not for
I
you.
I've
Amanda would
tried
like it if all he said
everything.
was, "This is terrible," and
It's
that's terrible. Amanda's like,
awful.
"Yes, that's
The
right."
jokes are lame. The characters are
I just
dumb.
disagree because some of them aren't jokes.
The
Some of them aren't
animation is
funny.
gross. I've watched. Oh my gosh, I've given it a shot, you guys. I've watched all the
Amanda,
big ones.
some
Name one.
entertainment vehicles aren't for-
American Dad, Family
terrible.
Guy.
Family Guy's great.
I watched the BoJack crap. Archer.
Rick and Morty.
Simpson. Rick. Oh God, don't even get me started on Rick and Morty. Hate it so much. Every time somebody quotes it at me, I'm get out now. I cannot.
Man, oh, wow. You have the weirdest taste.
The Futurama.
but
Adventure
one of her
Time. I've
favorite
tried
movies is
them
The
all.
A-Team. So.
Her favorite movie is Asian, which is not a bad movie, I guess. But
It's
also-
not like one of
it's
the
not
greats.
amazing. No. Wow, man.
Anyway.
Your taste is like
Good, better than the entire world because everyone.
Amy,
thinks
that
the
doesn't
same
translate to
thing.
audio.
I think we all get it.
Well, I
Oh
will
my
say that
gosh.
you gave a lot more shots to a lot more shows than I have because I have
Thank you.
seen probably 3 of the ones you just named, and you've definitely seen like 9. So you gave it
I mean,
a shot. and I appreciate
at this point, Amanda, just walk away from it, though. Like,
I
stop.
did. I did. I stopped. It's gotten to the point. It's like fish level, right? So like I don't eat fish, and I tell people this, and every time I tell someone, "Oh, I don't eat fish," they say, "Well, you've never had it the way
gotten to
that I make
fish
it, or the way that
level.
this person make, or you've never had good fish." And so for a long time, every time I said, "Oh no, I don't eat fish," people would feed me fish because I said that, and I would try it.
They're
and I
like,
would
challenge
always hate it.
accepted.
Yes. And finally I just said, no, I'm not eating your fish anymore. I don't
Yeah,
like
but Amanda, what about
fish."
South Park?
That's the one I haven't watched yet, but I have seen commercials for it and I do not think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
I don't-
super
I
Odds
don't think
are
it's
you're
gonna-
not gonna like it. I can just
Yeah.
tell you right now.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's not
know.
for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to use
Oh,
that
I
phrase
even
in my
watched
life.
Adult Swim
from
back
now
when
on.
that was.
Oh yeah.
Is that even still a thing? I watched some
Yeah,
of that.
it
It was when I was in college.
Oh,
I'm
with
gonna-
the meatball talking to the French fry. Come on, guys, we have got to be better than this.
Wait, Amanda, have you tried
What?
this really great show, SpongeBob SquarePants?
You know what? I hated SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh,
Even when I
shocker.
was a child. And
Shocker.
it's for children.
Okay, but let's be
can't
clear. When we were kids growing up in the 90s, you did like Rugrats, Doug,
Yes.
Hey Arnold,
Yes.
all the classics.
All Real Monsters, all that
Angry
good stuff.
Beavers.
Specifically
Real
Nickelodeon
Monsters.
classics.
I
We're
did
talking
not like Cat Dog. That one was
That
dumb.
was terrible. That was terrible. Rocco's
don't-
Modern Life, also
I
terrible.
don't even think I saw that.
Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's
But
Modern
Rugrats was my
It's an
jam.
Aussie rat. He was a rodent,
Okay.
right? Wasn't he? He was
I
like
don't
a
know. It
rodent.
was a gross
Some sort of
looking
rodent.
It
cartoon
was
thing.
so gross. It was so gross.
He was a
Not a
rodent.
It was like Ren and Stimpy, but
Never
Oh,
liked
Ren
that
and
one
Stimpy
either.
was the worst. Also, Pinky and the Brain, I did not
I heard,
like.
but I've
Ooh,
heard
Animaniacs
that,
was so good.
I've heard that Avatar: The Last Airbender is actually a really good animated show, like arguably the best one.
I don't know.
See,
that one.
Amanda,
Well-
you should try that one. And that
I
was
am
don't
not-
eat your fish.
I am not going to eat your fish, Jenny.
I'm not gonna eat your.
I'm also not going to
It's
eat your
fresh
fish.
caught Alaskan salmon. I'm not eating it.
Ooh, that's just delicious.
Yeah,
care.
grilled with
Not
dill.
Sushi, Amanda, sushi. Poke.
Ironically, I do like sushi.
See, we
but
found it.
only, usually not the fish ones, only if it's like imitation crab and like
Or
See,
eel.
Airbender
eel and
is the
stuff.
equivalent of
Which
sushi.
eel is a fish, but I don't know.
Oh, well,
Anyway,
shrimp.
Angela, back to your goals.
So that's where we left it in 2019. So a lot of my goals have to do with surrounding the business because I was terrified and totally intimidated by the idea of starting a business. I had no idea what that meant or how you even do that. And I found some amazing female entrepreneurs that have not only courses, but also I follow them on Instagram and they're amazing. And I've learned so much and I feel totally capable. And even though it's a lot of work and takes a lot of time, what, Amanda?
Would you feel equally as inspired by a male entrepreneur?
I don't know because all of the ones I found are female and I love their energy and I love the way I connect really well with the way they explain things. And I don't know, like our energies connect really well, which surprises me because I spent most of my career working with and for men. And now as I've started sort of this new chapter, I feel like I'm vibing so well with women, which is interesting. And I enjoy it and I like
Cool.
it. Yeah. And so anyway, so things around my business, like, you know, getting legal, getting financially stable, launching my website, which I haven't done yet, all of those good things. But then on the content side, I actually launched the beta version of my first program. Yay! Launch Your Legal Career. Yeah. So I'm in the second week of that. I'm super pumped. And the idea is to like figure out what content works and what helps people and what they already know and what they don't and all of those good things. So that's been super fun. And then I guess on a personal level, I would, I have read a book a month, which for you hardcore listeners will recall that was one of my goals last year and I got through 6 months. So I have not yet hit January. I'm still working on book number 1, but you know, I can read 2 books in a month, so that's fine.
I gave you 2 books for Christmas, so there you go.
I know, and they're short, and I appreciate
You can
that
read
very
2
much.
books in a month. Apparently you can't even read 1 book in a month.
Amanda, this is an interactive book with worksheets and activities.
So it's like a coloring book. I get it. That might work.
it's a color your soul book.
Is it find a word? Find a
Oh
word?
my gosh. I'm reading a book a
Is it a
month
Mad
slash
Lib
coloring
book?
a book a month.
I will say I did.
Fun.
I
Are you
did ask.
coloring?
I mean, I'm underlining with a pencil.
Are you
coloring.
supposed to color?
No, but I did ask for the You're a Badass daily calendar, which I got really
Does
into
not
daily
count as a book.
calendars. After
Calendars
Amy-
do not count as a book.
Got me one last year. No, but I will say that they have activities on the back.
Yeah, just those getting sidetracked.
So there's like Sudoku and there's like word find and there's
That's not the
names.
same thing as reading, you nut.
You are a badass?
You are a badass,
badass,
like
give
desk
you-
calendar. Like a
Desk
daily.
calendar.
Wait,
Yeah,
tell everybody why you like desk calendars.
Oh,
Because
because
all the
because you
games on
gave,
the back.
well, yeah, apparently you gave me my first one. It was like Zen a day or something, and I was really into it because I like tearing things off.
I gave Angela the best present ever.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
but
and then I followed it up with the actual best present ever.
what, the books?
Well, and the other desk. Didn't I give you the desk calendar from this
Oh,
year?
yeah, but I like asked for it. It's okay.
Doesn't
No, it doesn't count.
does not unqualify it as the
She
best.
knew she wanted it after my present.
Yes.
A
So I'm
desk
doing a test.
calendar with.
Well, I
doing-
mean, to be fair, she did ask for some weird ass books, and I said nope, and I gave her different ones.
which I appreciated and I expected. But I will say I'm doing much better on the desk calendar than I am on the actual reading of the books.
I'm doing
but that's
better
okay.
on my Sudokus than my coloring book.
You guys are
and
haters.
you're coaching lawyers.
And I don't appreciate that right now, especially since I haven't even gotten through all of my goals for 2020 and you guys are already
Okay.
shitting all over them.
You're right. We need to stop
No.
interrupting, or we'll never get through this.
My other improve myself and my life goals are taking a makeup class, which it does not hide on self-improvement, but I need to do it. Take a makeup class, take a yoga class, take a hip-hop class, take a French class. Boom, 4 classes.
Wait,
What?
you're gonna try to learn French, and you got really down on yourself for learning Argentinian Spanish?
Well, I'm doing really well now, and I'm ready to move on to my next language, Amy.
Are you doing really well? Though I mean,
Is
that was just
this-
in April that we were talking.
Is this 4 classes or 4 sets of classes? Like,
Interesting.
if
question,
you do
Amanda.
a yoga class, does that count?
It counts as hitting the goal, but I am trying to do it on a regular basis. But for example, I've taken 2 yoga classes, which technically means I've hit that goal for the year.
Good
But
job.
obviously, I would love to be able to do a
Angela,
handstand.
Ooh.
Y'all, do you know
don't
who
need
can do a
yoga for that.
handstand?
You need like
Shiloh.
CrossFit.
Yeah, Shiloh can do a handstand.
CrossFit.
Or
Shiloh's already
congestion.
beaten my goal. Good grief.
Yeah, well,
Hey,
took the
Angela,
hard
this is about your
approach.
journey, not anyone else's.
Yeah, but Shiloh's better than you.
Well, my journey consists of stretching at the moment, and only twice in the month of January.
Angela, yesterday Justin and I made a yoga video that you would probably like.
Oh my gosh, is it couples yoga? I love couples yoga videos.
No.
It's
Is
like
it
where you
little.
try
Is it
to.
funny? Is it funny
It's
like
funny.
like the baking one?
Like
Yeah.
the cupcakes? It is?
I
Is it like where
see it.
you show like a stance and then you guys try to emulate it and it winds up being a disaster? I love that.
He's editing it as we speak. So
Okay, cool.
Justin's a really good video creator.
He really
and-
is. And you're a
Shout
really good
out.
actress.
Yeah, you are a really good actress, and
I
he
looked
just-
so mad for 3 whole seconds. It was great.
but it was
That's
really
acting.
convincing.
Yeah, you looked fierce. I liked this.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. I love the face when you're putting the cupcakes in the oven. That was
Yeah,
I
me
loved the,
too.
oh, that was intense. I liked the face when you like took a bite of the cupcake and then smashed it on the
Yes,
toaster.
that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, you've all now listed all the times my face was on in my video. So
We just like your face, Amanda.
thanks.
It's a good face.
Thank you.
Angela, anything else? So you got 4 classes and I see some more like business related goals.
Oh, she's totally frozen on my computer in this like very.
Yeah, she's very
She
happy.
looks very charmed right now.
Yeah, she does. She's very happy with herself.
While we wait for her to come back,
Do you want to go, Amy?
yeah, I'll go ahead and go.
Go ahead and go.
So, a kind of overview of last year. I think I said on the last podcast that the title for last year that I would have named my movie if I had to is last year was Manifesting Money. I just was. I feel like I was able to focus on it. I was dealing with a personal finance coach, and I was able to get a bunch of my goals met that cost money, like freezing my eggs and fixing my already fake teeth from when I was 8. Just stuff like just maintenance stuff, I think. And then I thought this year would be. I thought I was like expecting it to be manifesting love, because I was so
That's so
also
sweet.
into that as well. But then I was journaling about it, and I decided something else. I decided that the movie that I want to do for 2020 is decision over coincidence or convenience. So I no longer want to just take jobs to take them. I don't want to be in situations just because I fell into them and it's
awesome.
convenient. I want to very much paint the next year like, oh, I recognize my decisions in having brought me here. So that what that looks like is acting over hosting, because I feel like I've spun my wheels long enough. I've orbited acting forever. I've hosted a bunch, but I really want to be an actual actor. And I know acting and hosting coincide quite a bit, and it's hard to tell the difference sometimes, but it is different, and I know the difference, and I know what I want to do. So
Nice.
I've already achieved some acting over hosting. And one of the things is, for podcast listeners, I didn't even have to audition. I just was asked by a friend to play a really, really cool part in their narrative podcast. And narrative means, unlike ours is just a conversation podcast, but he wrote it out like a script, and it's telling a story, and it's like a script. It's a script. It is scripted, I mean, and it is a sci-fi story, and you can find it. It's called Creative Matter Anthology, and our story is it's a Philip K. Dick story, and you would know his stories from Blade Runner. He wrote the novel Blade Runner, and it's a five episode arc called, oh wait, sorry, I think the name of the podcast is Curious Matter. Shoot, it's Creative Matter, Curious. Curious, it's Curious Matter. Oh, sorry, it's Curious Matter Anthology, and our story is called Second Variety, and we're five episodes. So we're on, the last one just got released. It was episode 3. It's really cool. I've also gotten headshots to get ready, and I'm trying to build out scenes for a reel. As far as writing, I want to finish and send out. I'm writing a parody Christmas musical, kind of like a Hallmark movie, but a parody of one, and a little bit darker and edgier. And it's also a musical. I'm not gonna say what it's called. It's got a bad word in it. And then
we definitely cuss on this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I
okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's not all you need to know is that it's a parody, and it's like a parody of a Hallmark movie, and it's a musical. Which sounds fun enough, doesn't it?
So fun.
Sounds
I mean, awesome. Sign me up.
And then D&D, I'm in a weird place with D&D. I definitely want to keep playing D&D, but now I just want to be a little bit more selective as far as what I do, because it has bridged the gap between hobby and professional. And so I just want to make sure that when I'm doing it for fun, it is fun, and when I do it for a job or professionally, it is earning me what I want it to earn me, and also that it's fun. So there's this I don't know how I'm making these decisions in the future, but I accepted a D&D something very earlier this year, and then I've also turned down a D&D something.
Okay.
So it feels like I'm able to bridge whatever gap that is, of like, oh, this is fun and I want to do it, or this is a professional opportunity and I want to do it, versus I probably should do it, right? I don't want to be in this, like, again, I don't want to be in this convenience, like, well, I got offered a job, may as well do it. So that's been something that I'm trying to get set on. And then as far as health and my body and diet and all of that, I wrote down that I want to get back into Muay Thai. I think I'd be down if I really would like to get back into Muay Thai, but I also want to be in a program, whether it's Muay Thai or not, that challenges me and makes me a little more fit and strong. And I know Amanda, we'll get to her goal, but she inspired me to also have the same goal. Amanda, I'm not going to say it. I'll let you say it. But I have the same goal as you, and I think you inspired Mom and Dad to have that goal as well.
Oh.
And I did take steps. I hired a professional trainer to meet with me once a week.
Whoa!
Everyone's gonna beat me to my own goal.
I will not be.
Maybe I don't know.
I know you won't. Angela.
I need to keep up in between. The once a week that.
Yeah, fair. But like once a week, with a personal trainer, they're going to work you so hard.
Yeah, I've had 2 sessions and already I've gotten not only just like, ideas for workouts, but also stretches. Like they're really good at being like, oh, you're kind of tight here and imbalanced here, you know.
Oh, I'm so imbalanced.
Yeah.
You're the most imbalanced.
Period.
I think you can even see this shoulder is higher just by
Oh, my right shoulder is always higher than my left.
well, I'll tell you, the one thing he did was he had me like hold a 10-pound weight with this side, with my left side, the shoulder that's higher, and then we switched it out and got a 20-pound weight after a minute, and then we switched it out.
Trying to weigh it down.
Yeah. Like, and then you can slowly walk around and stuff, but yeah, you're kind of evening out. I did tell him I have scoliosis, so I'm not sure how much.
You do?
A little bit.
But when I was in Anchorage, I used to go to like a full body masseuse person it was a weird experience, but every hour that I went, like first hour she would take a picture and my shoulders would be all wonky, and after that hour I was aligned, mother effers.
Nice.
It was cool. Yeah, she
Yeah,
did
so
some
I
weird
wonder-
stuff, but it felt great.
Yeah.
Weird voodoo crap.
Very physical, like
Jenny's
stuff.
really into the rough massages, you guys.
I really am. That sounds so dirty, but it,
Ooh.
Not really. A rough massage just means a massage,
Yeah,
unless
okay.
you're
yeah,
saying something else.
deep ass tissue.
But I think I did
Ass tissue.
Well,
ass
all
tissue?
ass tissue and all tissue, just tissue in general.
and I don't know, it's going really well with
Hey.
Shiloh too.
Yay, Shiloh. We like him.
Yeah.
Is he
We
there?
do like Shiloh.
He's not here right now.
Oh, bummer.
But I'll pass along that you said hello. He definitely says hello to you.
Oh, great.
From the future.
Does he say hello to me?
No,
And
he
how
told
do you
me-
know
he told me
this?
to say hi to y'all.
You're
Oh.
channeling.
From the past?
We're
So
actually
cool.
gonna go up. We're gonna go up north to his parents' place for Thanksgiving, for Valentine's Day,
Oh,
for that
cute.
weekend, and just hang out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Robert and I. Whoa, guys. Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sorry. Amy,
No, I
when you're
wanna hear.
finished.
I'm done. Tell me.
Oh, I just realized that Robert and I will have been married for 10 years in a couple
What?
months.
Think you'll stick with it?
That's amazing.
I don't know. I mean,
Do any of us know? You just go with it.
I mean, 10 was the goal, so after that, it's yeah.
I'm telling you though, like these last 2 months are gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's so different.
That's so exciting. Congrats.
And that's
Yeah,
nuts,
it's really
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Angela,
Um,
did you finish with your goals? You kind of fell off the.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I guess I'm done because you guys cut me off. So
No,
the
you-
internet
you
cut you
literally
off.
cut you off.
the
Was there
internet
anything else you
decided I
wanted to
was
say?
Finished. Nope, I was done.
Okay.
I was done.
You did. I
Um,
mean, your thing says that you want to get your first speaking gig at the law school or law firm.
Oh, did I say that? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I had some like subcategories of things I wanted to do with my business.
Okay.
Yeah, first speaking gig. Finish my.
Amanda, your
master's
nails look
this year.
amazing.
Press-ons.
Oh.
I just got mine done today too. Thanks for commenting on my nails, Amy.
I didn't.
And
Did I?
Great. Good job, everyone.
I did have the goal of getting 10,000 subs on YouTube, although I just hit 5,000 subs. So now I'm going to up the goal to 50,000 subs. But
What?
Wow, Angela.
50,000 in a year?
no, I mean, well, 45 now.
Oh, nice. Who's the kitty?
My roommate's cat.
Cute.
Her name
Meow.
is Koga.
Meow.
She loves me so much.
Looks like Koga wants to leave.
You know, she's like, dear God, when can I
I feel
stop?
like cats look like that all the time.
I
Yeah.
know.
So who's next?
Okay, I'll go. All right, so let's see here. Goals. So, well, I broke it up into months because a lot of times people make
Ooh.
goals and then they forget that they have them partway
Holy
through the year.
mackerel. That's
So-
impressive, Amanda.
I split them into months so I don't have to do everything at once, but when October rolls around, I'll still know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Smart.
That is
So-
prepared.
Okay. So first on my fitness goals, I have two big fitness goals. One is to do a 10K in under 50 minutes,
Wow.
which for those of you who have not calculated that out, that is 6.2 miles, 8 minutes per mile each mile.
That
Amanda,
sounds
my
fast.
personal record for
fast.
10K is 50 minutes and 19.
Jenny's
seconds.
so much faster than me.
Get
Well,
her, Amanda.
I never broke 50 minutes, so you are
Yeah. Neither has Justin.
Get her. Get him.
What?
I know.
Do it.
awesome. Yeah,
Get him
catch
while he's
him.
wounded.
Catch him.
Get him. Get him.
Yeah,
Get
I'm
her.
pretty excited.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Now I want to run a 5K in under 50 minutes.
No,
10
that's what
10K.
the thing is like
10K, Angela. You can walk a 5K in under 50 minutes. I
oh,
hope.
burn, maybe.
You can.
You can too, okay? Okay. So that's the one. And then the second one is to do a pull-up.
This
For
is
the
the
first-
one. This is the one.
Ah.
For the
goal.
first time in my life, I've never done a pull-up before. And so my goal, which is now Amy's goal and Mom's goal and Dad's goal.
I did a pull-up.
Mom's
well, you've
like,
already
this
done
is-
one. The rest of us never have before.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do
This
one
is
right now,
Mom's
but I
version
used to
of
be
it.
able to.
She's like, I don't really care if I can do one or not. And then she gets up and like does.
Yeah.
I know, Mom's
Yeah.
shoulders are ridiculous.
It's nuts.
It's
Yeah.
not about your
Yeah.
shoulders. It's about your back.
I mean, whatever,
Yeah, your
delts,
lats.
whatever, same thing.
Lats.
Flats.
You guys,
Anyway,
stop naming
so-
muscles we don't know anything about.
It's all about the furts. If you get the furts in place.
Yeah, so I've never done one
But the
before.
plaxors might not let you is the thing. So make sure to stretch out those melomones. Oh, Jenny's leaving.
Jenny's
Bye.
out. Too much. Gotta go to the bathroom. And then like somewhere in the summertime, I want to join a swim team.
Oh,
Holy cow, Amanda. You're doing like all the things.
And then after the swimming's over, I want to try gymnastics.
What? What is happening?
See?
I can't keep up.
that's amazing.
It's all about trying things. When I said that, you guys all balked at it. And when Amanda said she wanted to join the swim team for 5 seconds and then quit and join gymnastics, everybody was on board.
You phrase it differently. You just want to take a yoga class. We didn't shit on it, by the way.
I didn't say that. I said, she asked if the goal would be completed. Technically, I said yes, but no, that's not the goal. The goal is to do it, for a while.
She
Okay.
just didn't use the word class. I think that was the problem.
I think
kick
you
ass on a
I
swim
want-
team.
we didn't shit all over anything. I think you can do that.
I also
I
think
would've
you can
joined-
take French, but we lived through years of you telling us how not good at Spanish you were. So we were all like, is that really a good idea?
We.
As in, wee.
Wow.
Wait.
Jenny.
With
As
Wow.
in, France.
I can't
Okay,
spell the-
moving
Actually,
right
I do
along.
want to know
Nothing
when
on
you
my
figure
notes.
out how to say, is it monsieur or is it monsieur?
or is it? I don't think it's either of those.
Let me
Nice.
Google that for you.
Mademoiselle.
What
I
else,
don't-
Amanda?
I don't
What
know.
else? So I want to do some of this podcast stuff.
What is that? Some of those?
Two a month.
Whoa.
We're already behind.
We're behind,
already
so let's
behind?
pick it up.
oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Okay. I'm working on decorating my house, so that's a thing. I'm gonna go to Harry Potter World,
Hell yes.
and I'm gonna go to New Zealand,
Yeah.
Yay!
and so that's big. And then let's see, I'm working on digitizing our home movies.
Oh yeah, how is that going?
I've done 2.5 VHSs so far, and it is really fun.
Is it
How
fun?
many-
Did you get the?
How many are there to do?
Like 106.
Oh my gosh.
And that doesn't count the 8mm tapes.
Oh my
There are like
gosh.
60 more of those.
That is better than all of us.
Amanda,
Hey, Amy.
Amanda,
Sorry.
what did you mean when you said that you had watched a video of me as a child and I was making a lot of the same sounds that Evan makes? Like, what did that mean?
Oh man, it was like, so the video's running, and I was looking at something else. I was looking at my phone or something while it was going, and I just hear these noises. Like, you know how Evan makes noises and it annoys people. It annoys.
Oh, the annoying
Chloe a
noises.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was those, and they.
What
sound
annoying noises? What do
exactly
they
the
sound like?
same. Like just anything, just like and I'm like, Evan, and I'm like, holy, is that Jenny? What?
Jenny,
It's
you're
Interesting.
annoying too.
Because I
Yeah.
asked Mom about this. I was like, did I make annoying noises as a child? She's like, I don't remember that.
I mean, it might have just been because the camera was on.
That
'Cause
also
it
doesn't
was
sound like
always
me,
like
but
you. It was you just kind of like trying to get in the
Mm-hmm.
camera and be like blah 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 blah.
Amanda, did you get The Night Before Christmas nailed down?
Yeah, that was the first one I did.
Nice.
Aw.
Nice.
Yeah, and the following morning when Angela's reciting it and playing a piano like this, 'twas the
Gold.
night before Christmas.
Pure gold.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see some of
it's
those.
real great.
for our
I
podcast
have-
listeners, when Amy and I were 4 and Angela was 3, I think, or somewhere around then,
Yeah.
Mom
Mhm.
taught us to memorize the whole "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" poem, and then one Christmas when we were in Malaysia, she sat us down in her lap one at a time to recite the entire thing in front of the book for prompts, and we recorded all 3 of us recording it, and then she sent that as a VHS over to family. So it was, it's as cute as you can imagine a 4 and 3-year-old like reciting "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
It's pretty adorable.
And that has been part of our Christmas Eve tradition for the last 30 years.
Yeah, with some skippage.
breaks.
We definitely didn't listen or watch them this year.
Amy,
Aw.
why do you got to ruin the magic? Like,
Well, I just want
that
to be.
was
I want to
something-
be.
Don't talk to me
really
about
accurate.
ruining Christmas
Did y'all
magic,
hear
Angela.
the
Don't even
thing
get me
about the
started.
on the Ellen show where she celebrated the woman who was really into this Christmas spirit? No,
No.
she had gone into like Target or
Be more
something.
specific.
This woman had gone into Target and she was just really feeling the Christmas spirit, and so someone was in front of her in line. She was just getting a 20-liter, a 1-liter bottle of Coke or something. She goes, "Oh, is that all you're getting?" And she said, "Yeah." So she was like, "I got you. I'll pay for your soda." And it was just really nice. She was feeling really great, just paying it forward, all this stuff. She gets outside and she notices this man actually cleaning off her windshield. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I just love this time of year." And she like goes over and gives him a hug and says, "Thank you so much for doing this." And while she's saying this, she's saying it like a selfie in front of the camera. She starts laughing hysterically. She goes, and she just goes off laughing. And it wasn't even my car. He had been cleaning off the windshield of his own car. Her car was like one ahead. And she came up to this guy and gave him a hug and told him, "Thank you so much."
That's
Oh
so
my
cute.
gosh.
It was awesome.
That
Anyway.
is really funny.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Okay, so I have
That's
one
cute.
more.
Okay.
I'm just kind of nervous about it. Is the only thing.
We'll support you no matter what, Amanda.
Okay, so
I don't think you can do it.
Okay. Well, hold on. So it's there's this foundation called Be the Match, and basically what it does is it is a way to get a like registry and to match people up who need bone marrow transplants.
Oh my gosh.
So basically what I would do is you go in and they take a sample of your blood, and because when you donate bone marrow, it's more complicated than blood donation. They have to match like so many different factors so that the recipient will accept it. And so they can tell all that through your blood. So they match up all the factors and they kind of put you on reserve until a person needs you, and then they call you and say, "Hey, we need your bone marrow," and then you go in and you get that taken out, and then you kind of save someone's life.
Oh my gosh. Wow. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That is
So I
amazing.
heard
What's-
about it a really long time ago. Well, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago now. One of my coworkers in College Station, his brother works for them because he was a donor and like felt really passionately about it, I guess, and started working for it. And so he was just telling me about it, and it always kind of seemed interesting. And I think I'm going to try to do it this year.
What's the procedure like for them to extract your bone marrow? Is it pretty
Painful.
invasive, I imagine?
It's a big ass needle, and they stick it into your bone.
Painful.
Are you awake?
Local anesthetic, I think.
I think, and also I think you're like,
Holy
get really
cow.
cold, right?
I know you get cold with plasma. I don't know about
Oh,
bone marrow.
maybe.
It would make
Maybe
sense.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Amanda,
Oof.
that's pretty badass. Are there any negative repercussions to your body?
Not 100% sure,
Okay.
but essentially, long term, no. You basically, like, my body would make more to compensate, and then I'd be fine. So I don't know if there's like a period of time where I feel weaker or anything like that. I'm not sure, but long
That's
term, no.
crazy. And
Wow.
I'm guessing this is specifically for people who have bone marrow cancer. Is that the
Not
only?
always. No, there's others
Oh, okay.
diseases, but a disease that affects their bone marrow, and they're unable to make more of their own.
That's crazy.
And they say that
Wow.
when these people get their transplants, they call it their second birthday because they get like a second chance at life.
That's nuts, Amanda. Good
I mean,
for
how do I
you,
top
dude.
that? Why do I have to go last?
Yeah, Jenny.
I forgot about
your
that
turn.
one. But I put it down to go check it out in May.
What?
Jenny, don't even worry.
process.
She hasn't even gone yet, so it doesn't even
You know,
count.
because
So
slightly selfishly, I want to make sure I can run my 10K first.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself in a
Yeah.
database that'll impair your
So-
health.
Well, because you never know, right? Like it could be the
Immediate.
next day, or it could be
Yeah.
months later.
See, I just don't think I could do that because I'd put my name in the database and then like pray to God that they never
No
called
one
my
needs
name. And
it.
I just don't think that's the spirit in which you should be doing that.
Well, I'm a little nervous because, well, I don't know all of the factors that they test for that, but I do know that your red blood cells are made in your bone marrow. And I also know that I have a universal donor type for plasma. So I'm wondering if that means I am more likely to be
Okay, yeah, but what is like the
donatable.
you should also ask or look into like what is the frequency with which they would take your bone marrow? Like it can't be, it's probably like maybe once a year, but it wouldn't be like more than that.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
She doesn't know.
But I do know that they wouldn't do it to harm me, right?
Right,
Like
I
they,
know.
yeah.
But
Like
it would just be interesting to see like how, with what frequency, like max
yeah.
frequency.
I didn't even think about that. I thought it'd just kind of be like a one and done kind of.
Not if you have universal, highly popular bone marrow.
Highly popular
Mhm.
scientific term.
A lot of Instagram
Okay.
likes on that bone marrow.
Well, yeah. Let's
Got some
go with,
followers.
okay, so I'll go last and bring up
Yes,
the
I'm
rear,
done.
but not in any amount of impressiveness that Amanda did. But I
Sorry.
did try to like pick certain areas of my life to do different things, to have a different goal for. So
11 areas of her life to be exact.
nah, were they? I don't think so. So one was the first one, or in no particular order, but physical was to get back to below 125 pounds. I paid a lot of attention to my body over the last however many years, and I know that I do feel the best when I'm somewhere in the 120 to 124 range. So I want to get back to that.
So like 13-year-old me.
No, well, I don't know, but
That was the last time I was that weight.
gotcha. Anyway, and then I also went to run a half marathon. So I'm doing well on the 125. Angela, you got to stop, buddy. Please.
Yeah, buddy.
She's like making my text dance in the Google Doc.
Oh,
I'm
I
trying
know.
to read it. Anyway, so I'm doing okay on that. I've dropped 5 pounds, so I'm still at like 130, but you know,
Oh wow.
pretty good. And then
That's great.
I do want to run a half marathon that I definitely failed at.
I have news for you. For the first time this year, the Shiner race is having a marathon
Well,
Ooh.
and a half
Cool.
marathon. So you can do it there.
I
if you want.
could, TBD on where I'm going to be in November, but cool. And yeah, so there was a Katy half marathon that I signed up for months ago, and I was and I did it so that I would force myself to train. But that was this weekend, and I did not train. And the longest I've ever run was 6 miles, and I was like, man, that's going to be miserable to run 13 since I haven't trained. So I just skipped it. So I did pay the money, and I registered, and I even went to go pick up my bag and my, what is it called?
Number?
Bib.
Yeah, bib. And I did all that, and then like the night before, I got on the phone with Angela, and I was describing the situation, and she was 100% on board with me skipping it. And I think that was the right call, because I would have probably hurt myself or at least been extremely sore, and it wouldn't have made me feel any better about myself. But I did go for a 6-mile run on Saturday and then a 5-mile run on Sunday. So I almost got there over the weekend, but whatever.
Jenny, I only make right calls.
Yeah, I know. And then so mental, one of my goals is to actually meditate once a day. How many times has that happened? 0 so far. Very good. Yep. So that's going the same way it went in 2019 so far. In the romance front, Robert and I will be celebrating our 10-year anniversary. I do want to make it a priority to do date night once a month. February is going to be hard because this Friday is Valentine's Day, so we're not going anywhere because that's stupid. And then the next week, he's going to be gone visiting his grandparents. So I don't know if we're going to make it in February, but we'll make up for it.
I have
maybe in
a
March.
I have a funny date night story. So with me trying to get my business off the ground and Maxie doing all his stuff, we also haven't made date night a priority lately. And so we had to go here in Argentina. When you sign up for a gym, they make you go get a doctor's approval. You have to go get a physical so that you can.
Y'all got physicals together.
It's really frustrating. Yeah. So he looked it up. And we went to this shady ass doctor's office and we went and got physicals together. And then afterwards we got churros.
That's amazing.
Wow.
This is so much fun.
So
And
silly.
we were just walking down, because we finally got a chance to just walk through the neighborhood and stuff because it was close. So we're good date, babe. Yeah, good one.
I love that.
Call me when you need your next doctor's appointment. Your next year, we'll go together. Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
In April,
I have another.
I'm going to Tennessee to meet Justin's mother.
Whoa.
What? That's
Wow.
very big.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Man, you're traveling all over the place.
That's,
I know.
that's amazing.
That is amazing, Amanda. I'm
What's the
excited.
significance of April, or is that just a weekend?
Oh,
you're
that's
free?
when we're going.
Okay. I hear Tennessee's nice in April.
Sure. We're gonna go climb a mountain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Is that the
Do a push-up.
Catskills? Am I an idiot?
No,
Do a
that's
push-up.
New York.
Appalachians.
Do a pull up.
Smokies.
Pull up those
Smokies.
mountains.
No.
Okay.
I mean, Smokies, yes. Pull up mountain, no.
Pull up the mountain.
So my next category of goals is I called it joy / restoration / purpose. I don't know which one this fits, but I'm reading a lot more, and so I have a Bookstagram account, and I think I mentioned it last time, but I want to get 3,000 followers on Bookstagram. So far, I have
Wow.
almost 2,000. So I
Nice.
don't think that that's actually too stretchy of a goal anymore. I also had read 80 books, which is interesting because I think I bumped it up to 90, and I've already read 19. So I think I'm going to crush it.
Jeez.
But I do find myself getting a little bit stressed out because there's a lot of, so I started Bookstagram to get free books, but actually free books aren't that hard to get if you have any number of social followings. So I have a lot of books now, and I feel compelled, like I need to read them prior to the publication date, because that's a lot of times why the publishers send them to you, so you can review them and post about them on their publication date. Anyway, it's getting
Don't
a
feel
little out of hand.
pressured to do
No.
these things because
I know.
reading is not
I-
fun if you have to do it.
I
No.
agree.
That's
So
true.
it's just, yes.
Yeah,
I
keep it a
agree.
hobby.
I-
That's like my D&D dilemma.
Yeah, I know. Except for that you might actually get paid for D&D, and I'm not getting, well, I guess I'm getting paid in books, but yeah.
No, but I
Anyway.
mean, it's the same thing. It's like, is this thing that I'm doing right now, is that a hobby? Great. If it's a
Yeah.
hobby, it should only be fun.
That's
If
right.
this thing is what I'm doing right now, is this a job? Well, it shouldn't just be fun. Then there's an extra layer of like, well, it doesn't have to be fun, but it should pay me the right amount. And then ideally it's D&D, so it should be fun. It's
Yeah.
there's this weird balance that you just kind of have to decide for yourself, I think.
Yep. Then I have a spiritual goal to take the boys to church more regularly. I didn't say once a week, which is good because I've only taken them twice so far, which is more regular than I
pretty
took
good.
them in 2019. So TBD. And then I did say sign up for First Confession for them, which is another class. However, I didn't realize that the Catholic Church, you have to go through 2 years of classes to get your First Confession. So
Really?
we need to start that, but it doesn't start until the fall. So I definitely missed that boat
Did we
last
do
year.
that?
Anyway,
We did
I
2
don't-
years of class. I don't
Well,
remember
remember, Mom did
I
some
think
stuff
we're just
in the home.
perpetually
She
in
like did
class.
it in
that.
home.
Homeschool
Yeah, she
She did
homeschooled
homeschool
communion.
us.
She did.
communion
did.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
did.
remember you
Yeah.
guys doing it.
It wasn't homeschool communion, but it was homeschool CCD.
Which is
Yeah.
what you have to take to get your first confession and
I
communion.
remember you guys having to do those workbooks, and I remember me not doing them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
man.
probably didn't
So
go over
it's a
that
bit of a
well.
commitment. So TBD on whether that happens. So
Quick, list the 12 apostles.
Ooh, right now?
no.
Right.
Moving on.
Paul, Mark,
Yep, good one.
Matthew, John, Zebediah.
No.
Wait, do you know that,
Bartholomew.
Amanda?
No, because I didn't take the class.
James, Luke,
Thomas.
Amy.
There were
Jenny, Angela.
2 Johns or 2 Jameses.
okay,
There's a
we'll count
Peter.
both.
A Jimmy.
There's a Peter.
No Jimmy.
Paul.
I said Bartholomew.
Matthew, Mark,
I'm
Luke,
almost-
John.
I'm almost positive it was
got those.
Bartholomew.
Oh,
There's no
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Amanda,
There's a
why are
Bartholomew?
you, if you don't know it, why are you judging other
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. I don't want people
Judas.
to.
Ooh,
Are you
good one,
Googling?
Angela.
I'm not.
No.
Yes, she is.
Cool.
Tippy-typy.
So, and then the next one is personal growth, which is, despite all of the books that I read, not very many of them are nonfiction, almost none of them. So I'm forcing myself to read 1 nonfiction book a month. And so far I am on track.
Yay.
Times
And
15.
then friends, family, we're going to do a Walt Disney World trip in March. So that's coming up. That is 6 months of
Yay.
planning. I have planned it to within an inch of its life, and it will go well.
Sounds fun.
It is. No. The only time you don't have fun at Disney World is if you haven't planned anything. If you
I've heard
plan it,
that.
you will have fun. But if you walk in saying, I don't know what I'm going to do.
If you
Nope,
plan it, you will have fun or else.
that's right. Hell yes. Because, I mean, I haven't added it all up yet, but I'm almost positive, Angela, we're going to be spending more just to go to Walt Disney World. Granted, we're talking 5 people, so, but we're going to spend more than having gone 2 people to BA last year, which,
Oh,
Can you bring me a
arguably-
souvenir?
huh?
Can you bring me a souvenir?
Well, specifically what? Like, I don't even know what kind of thing you like.
Amanda.
Or just
she's
name a
trying to
movie
be
at least that
your
you like. Sure,
neighborhood.
I'll get you a
Beauty and the
souvenir, but
Beast.
what?
Durr. Beauty
What?
and the Beast.
Hmm.
Beast.
Ooh, can I
want
say
a
one?
souvenir.
Yeah.
Okay. Toy Story.
Okay.
Mawaya.
That's not one. You don't get
Moana.
anything. You are
Moana.
banned.
Who is Moaya?
Moana. It's
Have you even
Moana.
seen it, Angela?
Oh my
No,
god.
she doesn't. She gets
She's
nothing.
just saying it because she thinks she wants to listen to Lin-Manuel Miranda, but she doesn't even know what word she's saying.
No, I just have
Ooh,
watched that song like
burn.
500 times.
It's
on
a great
YouTube.
song.
The
I
water
know.
one?
The rest of the movie's good too, Angela.
It's not, I would, anyway, not a popular
the
opinion, but
water
I didn't
one.
particularly love the music for Moana.
Oh, but that one
So-
song, her song.
That one song and
By
then
the
the thank you song.
water. How
Nah.
far she'll go and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and then the thank you song.
And the thank you.
Yeah,
Wayne the
that
Rock
was good.
Johnson.
I know.
I don't need a
Welcome.
souvenir. I'm
It's
good.
not called thank you, it's called you're welcome.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Jenny, Toy Story.
Got it.
Beauty and the Beast.
Got it.
But I like Woody better than Buzz.
Got it. Any preferences, Amanda?
Belle.
Beauty better than the
Duh.
Beast?
I am Belle in every way, shape, and form. So just make that.
Damn.
Okay, noted.
Angela, do you have a Disney princess?
Well, now I have to think of one.
I like
Princess
Cinderella.
Penelope.
Moana.
No.
Moaya.
I like Ariel, but not enough to have like a doll of her. You know what I mean?
I like Cinderella because she talks to animals and she gets, it's like kind of like D&D, like a druid. You can get the animals to do stuff for you.
Yeah, but she's
Every-
kind of
okay.
vapid.
Huh?
I don't know.
Ooh, good word. And yes, she
No,
is.
she's, okay, fine.
Yeah,
Then
she is.
Sleeping Beauty. She talks to animals too, kind of.
What about Anna?
So does
From-
Snow White.
From Frozen?
She's a little much.
Or Princess Penelope, because she's crazy.
Who's
Who's Princess Penelope?
From Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Vanellope?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys need to watch your movies better.
I got a lot
Wait, why do
closer
you like
than
Anna better than
my,
Elsa, Jenny?
What?
Why do you like
She's
Anna
like-
better than Elsa?
Because Elsa's
She's
a little bit
coaxy.
much.
She has a personality, and she's
Yeah.
not like stuck up and closed off.
Yeah.
She had her reasons. Or did you
Well, I
not
like
see
Bo Peep
Frozen
too.
2?
I like Bo Peep. She's
Peep's
not
a badass,
Ooh,
apparently.
Bo Peep's sassy, yeah.
I
Yeah.
liked Barbie in the Toy Story movies,
Yep,
actually.
she's good too.
She
Yeah,
had some
I mean,
Not a princess though.
singers, not a princess. Pixar
Yeah.
doesn't do princesses.
I like Cinderella, and y'all can take it and shove it.
You kind of look like Cinderella right now.
I know.
Does she?
Actually, I like Alice in Wonderland. I always thought I was Alice in Wonderland.
ooh, I love Alice
That's
in
a good one.
Wonderland. Can I have an Alice in Wonderland?
No, I'm changing mine. I want Alice in Wonderland.
No, you can't have her. You already called one.
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. I love
Okay,
Mary Poppins.
Oh my gosh. Pick one. Okay. Amanda, you're Belle.
Belle.
Amy, you're Mary Poppins. Angela, you're Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, final
Yeah.
answer, Mary
So
Poppins.
really only one princess. Got it. I, for the
Just
record,
like
would be
real
Lady and the
life.
Tramp. Hell yes.
Oh,
Oh, you do
Aw.
love
Puppy
that,
dog.
that's true.
Okay. Next goal.
Oh my gosh, how are we not done?
I'm almost done. I'm really almost done. So we're gonna do the Walt Disney World trip, then one summer trip for the family, hopefully in the summer, TBD on where that might be, and then I'm gonna attend just me, Amanda's Harry Potter trip.
yes!
Alright.
Again, TBD, but yeah, I think so.
You guys are
Ooh,
all
are you-
going.
Are you a Gryffindor?
Nope.
You're Ravenclaw. You're wearing Gryffindor.
Well, Robert didn't get the memo, so Robert's excused.
But you're a Ravenclaw? All right, that's cool.
I think I
Amy,
used to
what
be
are
a
you?
Gryffindor.
I'm
I changed.
Gryffindor.
I guess that means I'm Gryffindor too, because we have the same WBTS numbers.
ENFJ. ENFJ.
Awesome.
Rubber
Well,
boots.
I think that's it for me. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jenny, you have a whole bullet point here of
that's
finance.
it. I don't want to worry. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it,
Okay.
Angela. Just don't even worry about it.
I don't think I'm going to share it.
Her finance
gonna make some
goals.
money
Let's
this
just
year.
say there's a lot of zeros happening.
that
Can I have
she's
some?
already hit. Yeah.
I
give us some of
actually,
those zeros.
I think I hit the first
Where'd
one.
you get that $5?
Where'd you get that $5? Give me that $5.
Jenny,
Yeah.
wrap us out.
Ah, very good.
Yeah, do it in a wrap.
Scroll.
Here we
Okay,
are. Done
I
with
guess
our
that wraps
podcast.
us for this episode of Twin Sister, Twin Sister. To remind you, we are on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify as Twin Sister, Twin Sister.
Wait,
and you can
can I interrupt? There is
Oh
one
my
thing I wanted to
God.
say that I'm really proud of having done. For my reel and like acting, I thought, oh, I'll need a reel, but I haven't really done anything on camera that isn't hosting. So what I did was I made a list of all the women I think are my queens, and that includes Frances McDormand and Cate Blanchett and people like that. And then I wrote, I'm writing 2-page scenes for each woman based on their previous work or work they've done or just scenes I think they'd be good at. And then the idea is to take my top whatever, there's 20 women, by the way, to take my top 5 or so, actually shoot them, and then I would play their parts. And I'm
Cool.
I'm calling them queen scenes because they're
Oh,
they're like my
You have
idols.
20?
What, Amanda?
20 idols.
20 is
Gotta
a
get some
lot.
idols.
Well, they're all, I mean, it's 20 like amazing actresses, you know,
Cool.
Wow, I don't know.
but Helena Bonham
Send us
Carter.
that list. Oh,
She's
great.
so good.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
so
when
good.
you see the list, you're like, oh yeah, all of these are amazing women.
Yeah.
So,
Is Kate
sorry,
Winslet
Jenny,
on there?
sorry to interrupt. It's just something I wanted to say that
I
I'm
like
already-
it.
I'm already taking control over.
Excellent.
Helena Bonham Carter.
So again, we're wrapping. We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify as Twin Sister, Twin Sister. And you can tweet us your questions at Twin Sister Pod with the hashtags TSTS and hashtag Twin Sister. Or you could email us at twinsistertwinsistere@gmail.com. This podcast is edited by Amy Vorpahl, and the mixing and theme music is by Maxi Morales. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and I hope you enjoy. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Love you guys.